Yes, my friends, and welcome back to the Jon Mahon Show, live across YouTube and Twitch, powered as always by Forever Loud.
We're back, baby.
Yeah, we are.
Little hiatus, little week-long hiatus.
Yeah, and we're actually about to go on another one. We'll get to that in a second. But how the fuck are you, Ollie?
I'm good, man. How are you? How are you, Jonathan?
Good.
I mean, it hasn't been that long since I saw you last.
It really hasn't, has it? We last saw each other on Sunday.
Sunday, fun day, slam meaty day.
It was a very, very fun day, Sunday.
It was a fun day, Sunday.
Very big.
More of that later, though.
Yeah, very big day of press for us. We had an absolute blast. We'll talk about the Slam Dunk special.
Also, but yeah, if you after this, obviously, if you want to see what we got up to Slam Dunk, you can go on the JMTV YouTube channel right now.
Or you can go to Forever Loud.
I don't even know my own website. Forever-loud.com.
There we go.
Or just Google it. Fucking hell.
Yeah, just search Forever Loud because it's up on there as well. It's up.
If
on
you
the
Google
website.
Forever Loud, it'll come up.
Good, as it should. Should we talk about what we got coming up today?
Yes, we've got some special guests back live with us.
Yeah.
Last episode it was just us.
It was just
chatting.
us two. Yeah,
Chatting shit.
you had.
But now we've got some super special guests.
Yeah, to be fair, we did well on that last episode to rifle through a lot of fucking topics.
Yeah. Yeah, we pretty much, we played the whole Sleep Token album pretty much.
And yeah, if you missed that as well, my friends, you can watch it on YouTube.
Everything's available for free because we're just such good guys, aren't we?
We're good guys for now, but the Patreon is coming.
Just giving you free content.
The Patreon, I'm very excited to launch the Patreon, actually.
It's going to be some nudie photos of John on there, maybe. Maybe. We don't know. We don't know what we're going to put on there. Don't get demonetized. We'll get taken off Twitch.
Anyway.
Like the Heavy Music Awards that time.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Milky for that performance.
Shout out to Milky. Do you know what annoyed me about that? It's like, oh, it's a girl nipple. Fucking Toby from Trash Boat was pretty much
He had
naked.
less clothes on than Milky
He had
did.
less clothes on than Milky did.
I'm fairly sure he was topless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, today's show, we keep getting off topic. My friends, you probably want to know what we're doing today, don't you?
I want to know. What are we doing? No one tells me anything.
We have got two massive guests joining us in about 10 minutes. We have Blind Channel on the show ahead of their performance at Download Festival this weekend. Going to talk to Nico about how excited they are.
Very cool European band
Yeah,
who I didn't know, but were on Eurovision a few years ago.
they were indeed. And you are a fan of Eurovision, as we found out in a previous episode.
I am now.
You went to a Eurovision party a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, spicy shirt.
But we'll talk to Nico about the ever-growing metal presence at Eurovision.
Yeah,
Which
and
is
also
quite a cool thing, I think.
and also the fact that one band this year blatantly just ripped off Electric Callboy.
Yeah, I did notice that. I thought there was one as well.
Such a rip.
There was one song as well. I can't remember who it was by, but the intro was like Paradise Eve by Bring Me. I said it at the time. I was like, this sounds like Bring Me.
No way. The whatever chant it is. Someone did tell me. I got told ages ago. Like the chant's like it's from somewhere in Europe. It's like Belgian
Ooh,
or
we've got
something.
a Blind Channel fan in the chat.
Let's go.
Favorite band ever.
Let's
Well,
go, Connie. In fact, let's shout out
whatever.
some people in the chat. Shout out to Cookie saying I should wear green more often. Thank you. We've also got Reptilica saying great presents and great guests. Yes, Elliot. Love you, my boy.
Great presenting. Average presenting.
Yeah, I know
But
you're
great
a-
guests.
You're a phenomenal presenter, bro. I won't have you say any less. You're an absolute natural on the microphone.
You couldn't present a cat. Shout out to anyone that's... Shout out Alan Partridge fans. That's a little Alan Partridge quote there.
I do love the fact that every now and then Ollie slips in some absolute magical liners.
Yeah. Usually very niche references that only that I'll get and a handful of people. Makes me laugh though.
I'm absolutely here for him. And Kaz says, I'd give a kidney to be going to Download Festival. Well,
I don't know if they accept kidneys, but we'll ask. We'll find out.
also, who's joining us on Band T Thursday? By the way, my friends, happy Band T Thursday for those that celebrate. We've gone for two artists with a very similar sound.
Yeah. My favourite metal band, 21 Pilots.
Yeah. And
Your favourite pop EDM group.
Yeah.
Knock to Loose.
Knock to Loose, fresh off the stage at Coachella, off.
Yeah. I don't think we ever spoke about that, but that was amazing.
Yeah, that was silly, that was. No barrier at Coachella.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you reckon they did it on purpose? They were like, or they requested it.
Oh, 100%. That's part of the rider for those boys. It's like, we do not want a fucking barrier for a true Not Lose show.
Yeah. But it was just so nice to see that at the fucking... Because usually Coachella's... It's got a reputation of fans just not really there for the music.
Yeah.
But to see that many people fucking going nuts.
And Billie
Not
Eilish
Lose.
was watching side stage.
Yeah. What a little legend.
Hell yeah. I do love the fact that Billie Eilish quite clearly is an emo kid at heart.
The thing
much
is...
like Matty from 1975, who
Not
just...
Matty, Post Malone.
Yeah, Posty.
Fucking Demi Lovato.
Yep.
All emo metal kids, really, at heart.
Who all made it big on the great stage.
Yeah.
The great stage of life. Right then, my friends, before Blind Channel jump on the show, one thing that's going to be a constant throughout today's broadcast is we are talking about Download Festival 2023. And if you are going to download this year, we want to know the bands that you are most excited to see. If you're not going to download, we want to know the bands that if you were going to download, you would be seeing. So...
That's a bit harsh, though, isn't it?
Is it?
Tell us who you wish you were seeing next weekend while you're sat at home being miserable.
They don't necessarily have to be sat at home being miserable. Like,
If you're not going to download,
you sit and be sad.
listen,
Oh my God. You don't have to sit and be sad, my friends. You can, well, actually,
you can go out and be sad.
you can go out and be sad. And also make sure you keep your eyes and ears peeled on our social media accounts at Forever Loud and at Jon Mahon Show, because we'll be
there.
We'll be there. We'll be keeping you posted on everything that happens throughout the course of the weekend.
Hopefully chatting to some bands and that.
Hell yeah. Speaking of bands that I really want to chat to on that Thursday, I'd love to speak to Kia from Fearless Vampire Killers.
I'm sure we can sort that out.
Yeah, I'd love to chat to Kia. I miss that boy, and he's been crushing it.
Yeah. I haven't seen him in a few years.
It's been a while since Kia has emerged in
the
gig
bloody
scene.
BBC famous.
He is indeed, yeah. Chefing it up with his condiment range. Condomaniacs.
Condomaniacs. Great name.
Great pun.
Should we check out some of the artists on the lineup?
Hell yeah.
I was thinking this. Does it seem like there's less bands per day than usual?
Yeah, for sure. And I'm a big fan of this.
Me too.
I'm
I
a
was
big
thinking this.
fan of this.
I think it might be. It's going to be easier to go and see more bands.
Yeah. By the sounds of it, there's still 4 stages, but it looks as though they've gone for 5 to 6 band bills for each of those stages, which is a lot tidier. It makes the Clash nightmare a little bit less horrible if it is the case that people are going to be rotating around the festival.
Yeah, because my only complaint is because I'm an old man, but the walking you have to do at Download.
It's a lot sometimes.
And it's like sometimes it's just impossible to get from one side to the other to catch certain bands at certain times, because it's like, by the time I get there, they'll finish their set.
Yeah.
And then it's a bloody nightmare. But this
can
seems
be very
like,
hilly.
Yeah, this seems like very nicely sort of...
Plus as well, I think on that Thursday, they're only having 2 stages.
Ooh.
Which I think could provide a little bit
what,
bigger
just
crowd.
The 2 main stages, or...
No, so I think... I don't know.
I was going to say that's quite big for...
I think it's the main stage and then the Dogtooth stage that they've just got open on the Thursday. And then they bring out the other 2 stages, the second stage and the Avalanche stage.
That makes sense.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Because the Dogtooth is quite... Well, where it's been in the past is quite nearish. Well, it's like...
To the gates, the main gates.
Yeah, but then you can sort of see the main stage from the Dogtooth stage, so...
Yeah, it keeps it all in a funnel.
Nice.
A nice funnel. Well, speaking of that Thursday, actually, very tasty lineup on that Thursday. Got Punk Rock Factory. Shout out to Tigress as well. Mimi Barks. You like Mom Jeans, don't you?
I do like Mom Jeans. And the band. More of that. Yeah, they're great. The last album was bloody banger.
Hell yeah. We've also got Mammoth WVH, Eddie's son.
Wolf Van Halen. It took me ages to figure out that's what it meant.
Yeah, WVH.
Yeah, I was like, what's the WVH?
What is this acronym? Who else have we got? I tell you what, Cancer Bats.
Ronnie says Skindred are headlining the second stage on the Thursday.
Oh, really?
So whatever the second stage is.
Ah.
Maybe they'll have a tent and the two main stages.
Oh, yeah. But that's where Five Finger were meant to be, wasn't it? Well, Five Finger Death Punch had done a set like that. Surely they'd have been on the main stage like just before.
They'd take headlining a second stage, wouldn't they?
If it is like a second stage, the second stage.
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. They
a
haven't
week.
released.
Do you know what, John? A week today.
A week today? Oh yeah, it will be, wouldn't it?
Hell.
Be a download a week today. Yeah, actually, let's shout out some more people who are watching right now. Connie Dawes says, I'll be seeing Blind Channel, Bring Me the Horizon, Slipknot, The Blackout, Daleka, and more. We've also got Kaz, who says, Casket's a one hell of a live band. Big shout. And Elliot said something about download, saying, we'll see you there. I'm excited for Ice Nine Kills, Pendulum, and of course, Bring Me the Horizon. Yeah, we'll get to that Friday now, because that Friday is silly, man. Like, the lineup on that Friday, some of the most diverse festival booking I have ever seen on that.
I'm interested to see who's on. Do you know the stage splits at all?
So,
because I'm hoping Pendulum, Architects, Bring Me.
yeah.
Is that?
Yeah. I'm 99% certain it goes Neck Deep, Pendulum, Architects, Bring Me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. I think Architects clash
lineup.
with Evanescence, from what I've heard. Did we talk about that on
Stage
the show?
splits are out now.
Are they?
Tell us where they are. Downloadfestival.com.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, look at us like idiots.
All right. I guess it's on the app, isn't it?
One sec. Click on each one. The Apex date. There
So
we go.
Thursday.
Oh, right. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah, so 5 bands on the main stage.
So the Apex stage is the main stage.
Yeah.
So the main stage on the Thursday. Let's do this, actually. Let's break down the stage splits.
So main stage Thursday.
Oh, in fact, actually, no, we're going to have to hit pause on that, my friends, because speaking of Download Festival, joining us now on the show, we have a man who will be performing at Download Festival 2023 alongside his band's Blind Channel. My friends, show some love for Nico!
Hello.
What's up, guys?
Hey, my friend, how you doing?
Awesome. Sorry, yeah. Just got in here. How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you? Whereabouts in the world are you right now?
I'm actually I'm in Oulu in northern Finland, the city where we're from, where we started the band 10 years ago. I'm just like we're having a holiday right now.
Yeah.
So just chilling out.
Pre-download. When do you head over to the UK or Europe? Well, yeah, you're in Europe anyway.
The tour, like the festival season starts next week. I think it's Tuesday when it starts. So I'm not really sure when we're heading to the UK, but we're gonna do a couple of festivals before download, just to get up to speed, get the heat going. And then we're gonna hit the UK and come to download. Yeah.
Damn, that is awesome, my friend. And I do love the rock star nature of it as well, where you're like, oh, fuck it, someone tell me where to be and when.
That's what TMs are for.
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes. Like, somebody tell me when the plane leaves and I'll be on board.
That's amazing. Well, let's talk about the last time that you were in the United Kingdom. It was in support of Electric Callboy, I do believe, on their headline run. And I was fortunate enough to catch you guys at the London show at the Apollo. And I got to say, first time seeing you guys, and like, holy shit, the wall of noise live that is Blind Channel. Like, there was people in that room who were literally walking in through the doors, hearing your sound, and just started dancing, like, immediately. Like, it's infectious, dude. Like, how was that run of shows for you and the boys?
It was amazing. Like the whole tour was amazing, and we've always loved like performing in the UK. And yeah, it was a fun tour, and I think the tour ended at the London show. So there was like a lot of like festivities in the
Yeah.
air. Like it was just amazing. A great party.
Hell yeah, because you came out with Electric Callboy, didn't you, at the end of their set, and you had like a big like touring party on stage moment.
Yeah, they do that. Like we love the guys in Electric Cowboy, and they always have this thing that when it's the last day of the tour, they just invite everyone on stage, and yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Sick. That's awesome.
That was cool. Was there any sort of tour pranks going on with those guys?
Not too much on this tour. Like I think on this tour everyone was a bit busy. I think probably because like Electric Cowboy they had a huge production with them, and
Oh yeah, of
had a
course.
lot of production with us as well. So not that many pranks, but we did some pranks like the last time we were on tour with them. I think it was something like we had photos of us, and we just put them all around their set. Like when they go to the mic stand, there's like photo of me like looking at them. It's like this
Amazing.
memory lane kind of thing. Yeah, we've done a lot of pranks. Yeah.
Oh, that's phenomenal. And I mean, if there wasn't that much pranking on this tour, was there a bit of partying? Because Electric Callboy do strike me as a band who at the end of the set, they are like beers.
Yeah, like holy shit, man. Yeah, that was definitely partying going. And even like this tour, and like we've known the guys for 2 years now. And like, well, we're from Finland, and we always thought that we're the best in drinking like vodka, or drinking anything. Like give us any band, and we will out
Drink
drink
them
them
others, eh?
anytime, any day. But then like it turns out like those guys like to party as well. So we had some crazy parties going on.
I think there's a lot of nations that are sort of like we're the best drinkers. I think the British people we think we're the best drinkers, but I think we just drink the most, but we end up passing out quicker than most.
Yeah, like
other
the
people.
end result of British drinking is usually embarrassment, where I feel like Europeans have like a class to them, the drunker that they get, like, and then it's either mischievousness that comes out on the other side once the drinks start flowing.
Yeah, like do you guys know Purple Rain, the drink?
I think I've heard of
Heard
it.
of it?
What does it consist of?
I don't really know, but like some of our like listeners in the UK, they were like, "You have to try purple drink. Like it's an awesome fucking drink, and it's gonna get you fucked up." And I was like, "Okay, let's do it." And then after one show, I was like, "Can someone order me a purple rain?" I think it was, and yeah, then it wasn't that bad actually. Yeah, I was still on my feet after that.
Let's go. We actually have some, because we're live right now, we have some people in the chat saying they do recognize the Purple Rain beverage. So we might have to go digging those out at festival season.
Connie says she met you outside Rock City in Nottingham, I believe.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I remember that.
Hell yeah. What a venue as well. Shout out Rock City, one of the big historic venues
Yep.
in the UK. But Nico, one thing that I wanted to talk to you about was that night on the Electric Callboy tour is my first time seeing you guys live, and it was like I heard your material beforehand, but I wasn't quite prepared for the fact that you almost sound heavier live than you do on record. Like on record, the production is really polished and fine, whereas live, you guys seem to have like an extra gear. Like, is that coincidental, or is that something that was by nature, where you're like, in actual fact, let's make the songs that we write for people to listen to almost sound a little bit softer, so when they see us live, it really is a sucker punch around the face?
I'm not sure. Like, I also think that we sound a bit more heavier. Maybe it's because there's like more adrenaline involved during the live shows, and everybody's just ripping their instruments heavier or something like that. The drummer is hitting a bit harder than he did on the studio, maybe something like that, and it really got us inspired because like. We've seen a lot of like videos, or heard. We've also heard through videos and stuff like how we sound live, and we were like, we also felt that like we sound heavier live than we do in the studio, which is kind of like what inspired the next album we're gonna record this summer.
Ooh.
We wanted to be like we want to be as heavy on the album as we are, in the live set. So yeah, it really got us inspired. Maybe it's just I'd say it has something to do with adrenaline, or maybe
Yeah.
maybe our sound engineer, like who does our shows, maybe he just does a really heavy job.
Just
Maybe
throws
that's
everything
it.
up.
Like,
Just boosts the low end.
yeah, but yeah, we really like that.
I was going to ask, obviously you're from Finland. Growing up, what was your sort of influences? Because I know like a lot of the Scandinavian countries are very into their metal and heavier music. But I think your sound, I get a lot of like new metal and a lot of like American influences. What were you listening to sort of growing up?
Like I'm originally like I'm the weirdo in the band because like all the
Sick.
guys have this very metal background, and
Yeah.
I came from like hip hop kind of thing. I was producing beats for rappers. I had my own rap posse and so on.
What was your rap
Growing
posse
up.
called?
I don't remember what was it called. We had a lot of names, and they're Finnish names that wouldn't make any sense in
Okay.
English. But yeah, we had this rap posse kind of thing. But I also like I always loved like rock music. Linkin Park was my favorite band,
Yeah.
and I think even the other guys, even though they were from heavier backgrounds, they were listening to In Flames or Children of Bodom or whatever. And they loved Linkin Park as well, and that's what brought us together. Like they started a band and they needed a rapper, and I always wanted to play with a rock band that kind of started it. So Linkin Park was like a huge influence. We didn't have any new metal bands in Finland at the time, so we had MTV though, and we were just listening to Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, all those kind of bands. Like those influenced our sound a lot.
So we were talking about this the other day. It's like I think that's the last time I can remember where rock and hip hop were really connected and as in the mainstream. And I think that sort of music needs to come back. I reckon
It's having a bit of a resurgence with artists like, Trippie Redd and like MGK with those collabs where they do start blurring the lines a little bit and taking like Lil Wayne was on that last MGK record on 2 different songs, like one more rocky sounding one and then a rappier sounding one. So like I think bands are starting to creep into like allowing those sounds. And as someone who does come from the rap world previously, Nico, those collaborations, is that something that Blind Channel will be looking for in the future? Because collaborations obviously are such a massive part of modern music.
Yeah, definitely. Like, we're always down for like making cool songs with cool people. Like we're always down for something like that. Actually, we have some cool collaborations in mind. We already in talks that some are probably gonna happen for the next album, and we're always down to like we're not. How do you say like? Yeah, we're definitely a rock band, but when it comes to music, we love all kinds of music. Like I still listen to a lot of like rappers and even pop artists, whatever. Like if you're doing your thing, we respect that, and we listen to all kinds of music, and we're always down for collaborating with like anyone who has their own thing. And we feel like it's all about the song actually. Like if we have a cool song and we feel like this song could really use some of this. Like if the song works, that's it. Like let's just do it. Like no matter what genre or what kind of artist wants to collaborate, we're always down for it.
Hell yeah. And you mentioned like your influences being all over the place. Whose idea was it? Like who brought the idea to the table of covering Left Outside Alone by Anastasia? Because honestly, that is one of my top 5 favorite covers of all time. And like I think I had no idea that you covered that song until I saw you play it live. And like you started playing and I was like, hold on, is this what I think it is? And then all of a sudden, like your pipes carry that song so hard. Because obviously Anastasia's got such a one-on-one voice, but your pipes do it justice, man. Yeah, who brought that to the table?
I think that came like it was just in the beginning of COVID. We were all under lockdown, and our like we have this like guilty pleasure playlist kind of thing that is only like the pop hits in the beginning of the 2000s, and it's a pop hit list. And I think like our guitarist Jonas and our other singer Joel, they were listening to it, and Left Outside came, like the song just came on, and they were like, wow, this sounds really awesome. Like, and then they already had a riff in mind, like if we would do a song like this, we would do it like this. And then they called me like we had the like craziest idea, and when I went to see them in the studio, they already had some kind of like version ready. Like, what do you think? And I was like, this is awesome. Let's just do it.
Oh, that is phenomenal. Because yeah, like that cover slaps so hard, man. So hard.
My girlfriend and her mum went to see Anastasia last year in Birmingham.
I
Wow,
didn't realize
that's awesome.
Anastasia was still touring.
Yeah. She did the 20th year anniversary. I think it was of that album, but obviously it got postponed because of COVID a few years. But yeah, it's been 20 years since. But I remember listening to like her in the car with my mum or something, and I was like, she has got some songs.
Oh, hell
Got some
yeah.
big songs.
Hell yeah. And your voice absolutely does it justice, Nico. Like,
We need more
Thank you.
noughties rock covers.
hell yeah, absolutely. And you know, speaking of the popular culture, obviously you guys are very well versed in possibly one of the most infamous showcases of music within popular culture, the Eurovision Song Contest. And this year there was a heavier alternative influence than it seems like there has been in post years. I mean, even like that Cha 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 song, that just sounded like an electric callboy track.
Voyager from Australia were in this year's, who are like a sort of genty proggy band.
Yeah.
Like I think like Eurovision is ahead of the times when it comes to getting in like
Niche metal.
yeah, into
Like,
the mainstream.
Yeah.
What were your experiences like being a part of that whole production and that whole show? Like what was it like as the band members doing that?
I think it was a really cool experience, and it helped us a lot. It was also like you learn a lot during that time, like because it's a big production. Like I think it's like biggest in the world, similar to like maybe just after Super Bowl in the US, or maybe Super Bowl's bigger. I'm not sure actually, but it's like let's just say it's one of the biggest productions in the world.
Hell yeah.
So like being a part of that as a band, it was like you don't really sleep at all. It's a busy 2 weeks, and you need to be on stage performing your best every time. And you also need to be on interviews and meeting fans, and it's also hectic, and you don't get a lot of sleep, and you don't really have time to eat anything. And it's a really cute, like really good school for like now that we've been doing this like more traditional way on a bigger level though. But the more traditional rock bandish kind of thing that we're doing now, there's a lot of similarities. You don't always have time to sleep or eat, and you always have to like put on your best show when you're on stage. So it kind of like we learned it during that time, doing that show. So it was really good and a good experience. Like we also feel like one time was enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one time was enough. Like now we're happy to concentrate on being the more traditional kind of rock band. But like it was a good experience, and we learned a lot during it.
Well, that year, there's a couple of success stories. You guys and of course Maneskin were on that year, so they won it, didn't they? And now I think it's in the past Eurovision seemed like, oh, what did they do after Eurovision? Whereas you guys and them have seemed to smashed it.
Yeah. And what I find awesome as well is the fact that like you aren't synonymous with Eurovision. Like,
oh no, I didn't.
Yeah. Like I had no idea that you were on it until we started researching for this intro. And I was like, oh no way, holy shit, they're on Eurovision. That's sick.
Yeah. And we're actually pretty happy about that. We wanted to do it that way because there are like some artists, like maybe it's the way Eurovision's been in the past. The artists that go and be a part of that format, they can't really let go of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's always like every time their name comes up, it's always like, yeah, they're that Eurovision group and that group, like,
Yeah.
and we always like our dream was never being a part of Eurovision. It was just something we had to do. That like COVID was going on.
Yep.
We couldn't play shows, and we wanted to like just keep executing our plan to get our music to the people, and that seemed like a good format to do it. And like after that, we kind of decided that was fun. It was a really cool experience. We learned a lot, but right now we need to be moving on, and we did. So it actually makes me pretty happy to hear that like people don't see us as a like Eurovision band. That like, holy shit, you guys were in Eurovision, really? Like it's I'm happy to hear that.
Sick. Well, we're glad to reassure you on that front because yeah, like as cool as it is, like I'm not massive on it. I know Ollie watched it this year, and like we haven't really talked about it on the show, but like as far as like, you know, cool things for someone to experience, as you said, like it's a mad show, it's a mad production, it's literally like a conveyor belt of artists performing all over the course of like one time slot. So yeah, like as you said, it was kind of like a boot camp for being in a band, because that's very much what festivals are. Festivals are just one stage, go on then, let's all have a go and let's all have a crack on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of festivals,
Look
You
at
are
that for a segue.
You're back in the UK this next Sunday, I believe, at Download Festival.
Yeah, that's the day. Yeah,
You'll
I
be
know that.
reconnecting with your boys in Electric Callboy. They're on the Sunday, I believe, as well as Slipknot headlining. So what a day to be at Download.
Yeah, our electric cowboy there too. Really?
Yeah, and they're on the same day as
On
you
the
as
same
well.
day as you, yep.
Oh shit, we're gonna be drinking.
Hell yeah.
I didn't remember that. That's gonna be awesome.
I just saw the
And,
hangover hit you prematurely as you heard that news.
Electric Callboy and some of your other friends, I Prevail, are on the same day as well.
Yeah, I actually, I remember like checking out that iPavel was gonna be there. That's awesome. Like we had this crazy tour with them as well. Like we had so much fun. So holy shit, it's like a reunion
Yeah.
kind of thing. Everybody's gonna be there. We're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, you are. Hopefully the beers are on ice already because I imagine quite a few are going to be consumed. But I mean, yeah, as Ollie was saying, it's a hell of a day at Download Fest. You've got bands like Slipknot, Parkway Drive, Ghost, Bad Religion, I Prevail, Electric Callboy, Behemoth, Amity Affliction, just to name a few. And I mean, like Sunday at Download as well, you'll be on the day that is closing out the festival. Like for some people, it's either day 3 of 3, day 4 of 4, or day 5 of 5. So it's a very long weekend. And a band like yourselves with the energy that you have, such a perfect fit for a Sunday. I mean, is that something that you relish in, where you do turn up and you're like, cool, everyone's been going at it this weekend, let's inject a little bit of adrenaline into proceedings?
Yeah, like our music is a good cure for hungover. Like,
Hell yeah.
it works that way. So I'm sure it's gonna work. And also, like, it's gonna be our first time at Download Festival. Like, we've never been there, even as an audience, and it was crazy because, like, since we were kids, and we were just like, we didn't have a band. We were just watching YouTube. We saw all our favorite artists performing at Download Festival, and now we're gonna be there. So it's gonna be our first time there, and we're actually performing. It feels crazy, and we're so hyped to do it. It's gonna be so amazing.
On the 20th anniversary as well of Download.
Yeah, what a year to be a part of.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
Hell yeah. Well, Nico, we can't thank you enough for your time today, my friend. Honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. We can't wait to see you next Sunday at Download Festival. And before we get out of here, have you got a message to any Blind Channel fans? Anything you want people to listen to? Anything you want people to check out? Anything you want to say to them?
To our listeners, fans, thank you so much. Keep doing what you do. Check out our new single, Happy Doomsday. And we'll see you at the Download Festival, and we see you at every other show we're gonna play. Thank you for doing what you do, and thank you guys for having me on the show. Thank you.
Thanks for being a great guest.
Yeah, hell yeah, Nico. Thank you so much. But friends, let's hear it for Nico from Blind Channel. Whoosh! Yeah, thank you so much, bro. That was perfect. Oh, that was amazing.
Oh, what a nice guy.
Hell yeah. What an absolute gentleman. And my friends, it goes without saying, if you are headed to Download Festival, it isn't optional. You've got to go and see Blind Channel.
Yeah, and as you were saying, Sunday, it's going to be a bit of a struggle for some people, but they've got the music to lift those spirits, lift those pints in the air. And
as Nico said, the band are a very good cure for a hangover, which I can attest to. But
it's a good tagline.
It is, yeah. Just slap that on the press release. But should we continue going through the rest of the bands?
Let's bloody do it, John.
On this lineup, because I think we got as far.
We were on Friday.
Oh, no, we were looking at stage splits, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
Here we go. Right. So
should we just do main stage first?
Yeah.
So
we'll do stage by stage.
Thursday. Got Mammoth opening up.
Solid opener for the main stage over the weekend.
Bigger riffs.
And speaking of big, Ginger, potentially one of the biggest voices over the course of the weekend.
Saw them at Bloodstock last year. Had one of the biggest crowds. And fucking...
That doesn't surprise me.
They rocked it, man.
That does not surprise me.
And they supported Bullet on tour last year.
Bullet for my Valentine. Well remembered, sir. Hailstorm as well. I mean, Lizzie Hale's just got such a one-on-one voice, as proved at the Music Awards with like that performance with Sophie Lloyd. Sophie comes out, just starts shredding this incredible solo whilst Lizzie's on the piano, just showing you a masterclass in vocals.
A masterclass
A masterclass.
in vocals.
I literally want to see Alter Bridge just to him Metalingus.
Yeah.
When do they usually play it in the set? Is it like a starter or an end, or is it like a mid-set?
Why are you asking me, John?
I don't know.
Well,
You look like you've seen Alter Bridge.
I've met Bridge. I remember we've interviewed them a bunch of times on Skez, and a little fun fact, one of the first guitars I had was a PRS Tremonti, which is Mark Tremonti, the guitarist.
Did you go?
But he was also the guitarist from Creed, if you remember.
Oh, of course, I remember.
Can you take me higher?
Did you go to the Houses of Parliament that one time for the Slash Miles Kennedy thing?
No, did you?
Yeah.
I wasn't invited.
Oh, motherfuckers.
Well, they played. I have been to the Houses of Parliament for a different event.
Yeah,
I found it very strange there.
Slash had his album launched on the Houses of Parliament.
Did he?
Yeah. And then we've got Metallica
Who?
performing on Thursday night.
Never
And
heard of him.
I might actually be DJing at the same time as Metallica at that cocktail bar thing.
You're headlining the cocktail bar.
Yeah.
Headlining the main stage. Who's gonna go? Who's gonna have the bigger crowd? John or Metallica?
Metallica. Yeah. I wanted
Vote
to be on the same time as Metallica because I'm not going to go and watch Metallica.
Metallica hater.
Yeah. Not the biggest Metallica fan. Let's look at the main
Well,
stage.
I heard they don't
Friday,
like
though.
you, John.
Oh. I'll take
See,
it.
yeah, like very. I mean, I guess that's probably about normal for a day, isn't it? But it seems like less.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Seven.
5, 6, 7. 7-band bill for a main stage. That's about right.
I feel like the first half is quite
Light.
light for download.
Over the Nova Twins obviously jumping in and
Yeah.
just ripping riffs like no one's biz.
But a lot more pop and punkage.
Yeah,
Which
but
is
I like
fine by me.
I like the fact that you got Stan Atlantic, Hot Milk, and Neck Deep. I mean, imagine that as a 3-band bill on a tour. Like that's a headline tour that you could easily put in a Brixton Academy.
Also, shout out Hot Milk. Bloody good slot, that is.
It's a really
Quite
good
high
slot.
up.
Really, really good slot. And then things get silly because it's Pendulum into Architects into Bring Me the
I don't think I'm going to move from that stage.
No, I'm not. You can't make me. You can't.
The only way I'm moving is if we get invited up with Evanescence. But
Don't cry to me. If
Amy, if you're watching,
you have got to.
I will do the end of Bring Me Back to Life.
Wake me.
Wake me up inside.
It's so good. Oh, I just inject it into my face. But yeah, I think Bring Me are going to drop the greatest download festival headline set of all time. Personally.
You heard it here first, people.
Features galore. I think we're getting Sam coming out. I think Amy's going to come out. Nova Twins are going to come out for One by One.
Yep.
And I also think...
What's Youngblood doing these days? He'll probably come out, won't he?
I think Danny...
Youngblood.
I think
Donny.
that's a great Youngblood.
Doncaster.
That's a great Youngblood impression. Oh, that's an 11 out of 10 Youngblood impression. I think we're also going to get Danny Filth coming out for Wonderful Life.
Yeah. I don't know. He's probably, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Got nothing else going on.
4 features in one set. That'll do me. That'll do me nicely.
What would Sam come out for? The Sadness
Sadness
Never
Never
Ends. I haven't heard that live in a while.
When did they play it? They played it recently.
I have seen them play it live.
Didn't they do it at the Malta throwback? And didn't Courtney come out and do Sam's bit?
Courtney did come out.
I want to say, was it for that or was it for Chelsea Smile?
It was Chelsea
Was
Smile.
it Chelsea Smile?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's look at the Saturday.
The Saturday,
The Saturday at Download.
Polaris, great band.
Yeah.
Great Australian metalcore band.
I love this Saturday as well. That Saturday main stage. Polaris, Fever 333.
We'll check out their new single later on.
Yeah, we'll do that a little react.
Yeah, Fever are back, brand new band.
New band. That's
Same
exciting.
old Jason.
Yeah. New boiler suits though.
Boiler suits.
Yeah, they look cool. Like pink tinged or orange tinged.
Hell yeah.
and
Ice Nine Kills.
Ice Nine
great
Kills.
theatrical performance band.
hell yeah, who Elliot in the chat was excited about.
I think they'll pull out all the stops for download as well.
Yeah, I'm expecting pyro.
Because even at
Oh, do you reckon he'll come out in a
Malta.
coffin?
even at Malta, he had all the props and stuff.
Yeah. How did he get a machete into Malta?
I don't know. It's probably like one of those fake
Toy,
rubber ones.
Yeah, toy swords.
Yeah, but still going through customs with that, they'd be like alarm bells
Yeah.
really setting off.
Speaking of alarm bells setting off, my alarm bells are going to be setting off during Clutch because I fucking love.
Do you love
that band.
Clutch?
I fucking
I
love.
wouldn't peg
Clutch.
you for a Clutch fan.
I wouldn't peg you either, bro.
Listen. Pegging aside, you're a Clutch fan. Yeah?
I fucking love Clutch.
Can I peg you whilst Clutch are playing?
Oh my god, I'm gonna put my headphones. Oh, that hurt my face.
Oh, Randy's gone. Just the prospect of being pegged whilst Clutch are in the background.
They make me weak, and you let me moan.
I wouldn't. Is that the phrase? I'm sure that I wouldn't peg you is the phrase.
Yeah, no, it is.
But in your mind, you got an image. John pictured me and him. You bent over. Pegging is really.
Watches this show.
Sorry, John's mum. Listen,
Oh god. Oh my days. Whew.
but anyway,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought you were a Clutch fan.
Bro, I fucking love Clutch, man. Like, yeah, Electric Worry, Hot Bottom Feeder, In Walks Barbarella. I'm out of songs.
George, just remind me. I think Corey Taylor was on the what's Ed Campbell's podcast? Off Menu, and they were talking about Clutch, and then they started talking about being like shitting, and they said, and then for some reason they were like, a lot of Clutch's album titles sound like a euphemism for going to the toilet.
Do they?
Name some.
Or did you say
You just named. I don't know any Clutch albums.
they were songs, not albums.
Or songs.
Oh, is it?
I feel
albums?
like some of the ones you just mentioned would fit that description.
Oh, Hot Bottom Feeder,
Yes.
In Walks Barbarella. Oh, if I actually know the album titles, yeah. Sunrise on Slaughter Beach.
It's a euphemism for having a shit.
Book of Bad Decisions. Psychic Warfare. Earth Rocker. Blast Tyrant.
It works so well.
What? No, this isn't real. Slow Hole to China. Oh my god.
Clutch is some dirty man.
Pitchfork and Lost Needles. It gets worse. Oh god, Jam Room.
Jam room. That's what I call the toilet. Getting down to the old jam room.
Oh god. Oh yeah, I love Clutch.
Back to down there.
Yeah. I actually know, to be fair, another band that I really love, follow Clutch on the main stage, Alexis on Fire. My first tattoo was
it?
an Alexis on Fire lyric
What was it?
from Happiness by the Kilowatt. So
Nice.
this is Continuous Happiness.
I saw that band. I saw them play that song last, I believe.
Yep.
At their last ever show at Brixton
Yep.
Academy.
I was there that night too.
Yeah.
And that's why
before we knew each other.
that's why I got that tattoo.
And I shed a single tear.
Just
like
one.
like an anime character. And I was annoyed when they came back.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
I was like, I'm glad you're back, boys.
yeah.
But
I
don't
got-
call it the end of the. If you're gonna come back, don't come back.
Yeah. If you're going to quit, don't
Gonna
come
quit.
back.
Yeah.
Because I got that tattoo to commemorate the emotion that I felt that night about the band breaking up and that being it.
Yeah. But I'm glad they're back. but-
Don't get me wrong, I'm not
Yeah.
complaining, but at the same time, it's like, well, make up your fucking mind. Although it's a PR thing, though, isn't it?
I mean, I feel like, yes. Also, I reckon
Can't miss you if you don't go away.
If you announce a breakup, I reckon like record sales.
Yeah, record sales go up. Then you can go off, do whatever the fuck you want. If you're My Chemical Romance, each band member can have their own side project. Then once they've done that,
Like running a boat store from your attic. Sales are through the roof.
Bro, where are you getting these from? You're on fire today. Oh,
Fire like Clutch's album title.
yeah.
Yeah, Lex on Fire. Bloody love them. It's a weird like mix of I guess like the fan bases might not cross over too much
It depends on what's on the other stage.
from
though, doesn't it?
Alexis into Disturbed. Into
Oh
Metallica.
shit! Sorry, I thought you were talking about like just from like.
But
the
yeah, I
live
guess he was
side
on
to
the other
heavy side.
stages. Because I feel like the first half of the day, you could, I mean, maybe it's not Clutch, but it's very cool and young. And then you get into Disturbed.
Yeah,
Opinions on Disturbed?
I haven't seen them live in a very long time, but I mean, I like Disturbed are one of those bands where I feel like I know more songs than I give myself credit for.
Yeah.
It's like I could probably list a good few Disturbed songs right now that like I don't think I know, but I probably do if they came on.
Yeah.
Like Another Way to Die.
I think
The Line.
they were so heavily played on like music TV growing up.
Oh yeah, especially
Girls
Song
and
from
Kerrang.
Scuzz.
So I mean, yeah, probably just by watching those channels growing up, I probably know more than I mean, I've got a little story about Disturbed. You want to hear it?
Go on.
One time, I tour managed Shapes. I wasn't meant to, but someone was meant to tour manage them, backed out the day before, 2 days before.
Was it Max?
It wasn't. And he was like, I was going to go with them anyway to do photos and that and videos. And Max was like, Ollie, can you tour manage? I was like, yeah, sure. And so I ended up doing it because like, why the fuck not? And the first show we did with them was Budapest Park, main support to Disturbed, 10,000 people. And it's like I turned up with just me and the band in this little split, like what's it called, a splitter band.
Splitter van, yeah.
And then they had like the hundreds of Disturbed crew there, and I felt so out on my depth. Luckily, the venue sold the merch, so I didn't have to deal with that.
Sick.
But then it all went well. Show went well. It was really hot that day, and then had a few drinks backstage, and I was smoking a cigarette. Sorry, Mum.
All right.
I don't smoke much. I was having a cigarette backstage. It was because it's like an open. I don't know if Budapest Park is like an open air arena sort of thing, and I was having a cigarette, and all of a sudden this security comes walking up to me. He's like, "Hey, out the way!" So I think he went, "Hey, cigarette, out the way!"
Hey, cigarette.
And then so I was like, "Okay, get out of the way." And then he walked past, and then David Draymond came behind him. And when the security walked through, before David Draymond came through, he went like that to the smoke.
No.
So
Oh, that's so extra.
I was just like, oh.
Did they
So I was
throw
like,
rose
so-
petals on the floor as he
Sorry,
walked past
Dave.
as well?
Sorry, Dave.
Big D.
But then afterwards, the guitarist.
Double D, actually, isn't he? Double
Yeah.
D.
The guitarist came out afterwards and said he really liked us. So, well, that's Shapes, but
That's good.
he was nice.
But
But yeah, I just remember that. Hey, cigarette.
hey, cigarette.
And wafted the smoke out.
This big burly security guard just...
Like, what does he do when he's in a fucking a club or something?
Yeah, like a
in Europe.
smoke, or like a smoke machine goes off.
Yeah. Oh my god, he can't breathe it in. Like he just dives in front of the smoke machine,
I'll save you, David.
puts like a cloth over his face. Don't breathe in, David.
Oh, God.
I've got you.
What a story. TM Ollie.
Yeah.
Were you,
First and last time I ever TM.
were you a ruthless TM? Were you like, no, this is bus, cool, we're leaving now? Or did you let him bend your arm a little bit?
I got him on time to places, so that's all that matters.
Let's go.
Yeah. A lot of long drives we had.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And then who else we got? Oh,
And then we got
Metallica.
Metallica. And then we'll do the Sunday main stage. And then we'll pick
That's a long set, isn't it?
Metallica. 2
How long's
hours.
that? Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hour,
Yeah.
2 hour sets.
2 hours of just strumming. Just a lot of that. Just
No, we can see that. Yeah.
Just that for 2 hours. Just that 2 hours.
We'll clip that. Put that on the old Instagram.
Right, Sunday's main stage. This is fucking stupid, my friends.
The Who?
This is possibly one of my favorite main stages of all time. Opening up with The Who.
Yeah.
Like, what a band to start your day with. Like, just straight in.
Where are they from? Are they from like Indonesia or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say.
Let's have a look. Mongolia. That's why. Yeah. Just near it. I'm aware of The Who, but apparently they are amazing live.
Yeah.
They play a lot of
so desperate.
crazy instruments, including the horsehead fiddle,
The horsehead fiddle. It's not vegan, is it?
a Mongolian guitar, and a jaw harp.
But what a band to start the main stage off with.
Yeah.
And then that goes straight into Lorna fucking
I tell you what, we were
Shaw.
talking about bands that will wake you up on a Sunday.
Dude, we are not booking any press between like 1 and 2 on that Sunday. I'm seeing all of Lorna Shore. I'm not missing anything. I want to see absolutely all of it.
I saw them at Bloodstock last year, and they were fucking incredible.
I missed them both nights on the Parkway Drive tour that they were on.
As tight as you could imagine.
Yeah. And plus, just Will Ramos.
Will Ramos'
one
vocals.
of one.
And Austin, the drummer, fucking rip.
Big fan of that band.
And then...
And I'm a big fan of this band as well.
My Indian brothers.
Bloodywood. Dude.
They've been killing it this year.
Who was it? Didn't we chat to someone recently who was on tour with them? Lake Malice?
Lake Malice were on tour with them. Wargasm have just finished the US tour with them. Yeah. They fucking... And great Slaughter download.
Very good Slaughter download.
Oh, actually, I just... Wait. Lorna Shore. Oh, so they're on... Lorna Shore are on after Bloodywood. I think it's going from left to right.
Oh, that's weird.
So Behemoth, what time are they on? Oh, I don't know. What are these times
going
then?
on?
So it says Bloodywood are at midday.
Right. This is
decent.
laid out weird. So
Then Lorna Shore are on at 1.
see, this is where I'd have gotten I'd have put Behemoth down. I'd have put Electric Callboy there. So the run would have been Lorna Shore, I Prevail, Electric Callboy, Parkway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's just me. That's just me personally. But are you a Behemoth fan?
I like to see them alive.
Is it Nurgle?
Nurgle. Nurgle's a very, very nice man.
Yeah. Don't let the corpse paint fool you.
Nah. Lovely, lovely man. I like it's one of those things where someone's in a black metal band and wears like makeup and stuff. You assume they're gonna be like some
Satanist.
I mean, yeah, but if you follow him on Instagram, he's such a lovely man.
It's like
He's got a little puppy and stuff. And
who's that band with the lead singer who goes and does like the stuffed toy machines, and then like his thing is he plays those stuffed toy machines, collects and then gives them to children's charities.
I don't know. I do not know.
What band is it? It's like Dying Fetus or someone like that.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like this.
Why Not Dying Fetus? Remember that?
Yeah, Why Not Dying Fetus? Are they playing this year?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Then we got I Prevail, who what a year they've had. What a year. Have you seen them live yet?
No, I missed them on the last tour.
Oh, dude, you are in for a treat.
I love the clip. I posted it on the Forever Loud Instagram a few weeks ago of the singer
Giving out the random facts.
giving out random facts to the drummer.
It's so wholesome. And they are just the most wholesome band as well.
Speaking of wholesome, Parkway Bloody Drive.
Oh,
Some of the nicest men in metal.
yeah.
And look at them. Look how nice. Look how just nice men they look.
Yeah, just friendly men. And then they step on stage and they melt
what
your
time they on?
faces with fire and riff.
6:40.
It's quite early, that, isn't it?
Yeah, but I guess because maybe if the stages alternate,
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Slipknot are on, I guess, an hour after that.
9:15.
That's quite a long time on the main gap on the main stage.
Yeah.
From 8 till there's like an hour.
An hour and 25 minutes in between. So that makes me think Electric Callboy have got a nice tasty slot.
Makes me think that Slipknot gonna have some big old production.
Yeah, baby. Go on, Corey, or Chazza Tazza, as I like to call him. Right then, my friends, keep telling us in the chat if you're going to Download Festival, who you're excited about seeing. We will continue breaking down this year's lineup and the must-see bands in hour 2 of today's show, where we will also be joined by a band called Superlove, who have got a brand new album, which is coming out as of midnight, called...
Oh, is that tonight?
It is indeed.
Oh, tomorrow, yeah, because tomorrow's Friday, of course.
It is indeed.
I don't even know what bloody day it is.
And the album's called Follow Noise. It's out to midnight. And when we first started this show, one thing that I was really excited about with it being live and the time that we're streaming from was getting interviews with bands before they go on stage at a gig. So a band that's at the venue, they're backstage, they've sound checked, they're going to be performing after the interview. I'm so excited to see how this goes. Hopefully their Wi-Fi connection's all right. But
yeah,
other than that, this should be really fun content.
They'll be all pumped up, ready to rock a show.
Hell yeah.
To rock out.
All jacked up on Mountain Dew. Right then, my friends, we will take a quick break. We will see you in hour 2.
We will indeed.
Yes, my friends, and welcome to...
Welcome to the Superlove Show.
How many questions can you answer in 69 seconds?
Okay.
Is the name of the game.
420. Here we go.
Let's go! Worst show of your life.
Heavy Fest in the UK.
One of my assignments was to write a critical analysis of an album, and they said you can pick any album you want. And like most people pick like the Beatles or like classic albums. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do Rise or Die Trying by 4 Years Strong. So I wrote like a 3,000 word essay on that album. It's the name of this episode. Slab of meat and fishnet.
That slab of meat and fishnet. And what I loved as well was the fact that like you got up there and it was quite clear that you had no idea that you were winning. And like no acceptance speech prepared. And I was like, that was my favourite shit.
By the way, I forgot, we rung a little bell. Do you remember that?
Yeah. How many questions can you answer in 69 seconds?
Oh no.
That's our whole thing. So if you're ready.
Oh, look at this, look at this.
The most fun band to tour with.
Go, go.
How did I say that?
You get all the clues to that. The clock's still running. Girlfriends have recently been on tour with Avril Lavigne, and you've also had an amazing artist called Lolo playing Slam Dunk Festival this year. And this is what happened when we caught up with Girlfriends and Lolo. That's amazing, Lolo. So I unfortunately didn't make it over to your set today, but I did hear a story. Oh, that's it. That's it. Lolo's done. Oh, I'm sorry, my friends. but I did hear there was an amazing story that came out today
Oh, there
involving
was.
a bottle and a man who deserves to be put in his place.
I was like, did someone just throw a drink? And they were like, me.
Oh,
And,
owned up to
yeah, he owned up. And I was like, was that a good? So I thought maybe it was like a good throw, like you're so hot, like cool down, you know? I'm serious.
Some slushy.
I was just like, oh, he thinks I'm hot. And he was like, you're shit. And then so I looked at him and I said, oh, what's wrong? Have you never got your dick sucked? Is that what's getting you down?
Yes, my friends, it is Slam Dunk Festival 2023, and I'm joined by girlfriends. How are we, boys?
We're here. We just ripped a set, and we're ready to go experience Leeds.
Hell yeah. What's it like seeing that want for you immediately?
I mean, exceeded all of our expectations to see just people behind the soundboard all the way out to the trees singing our songs. It's like we sat yesterday in our dressing room. We were like, what is going on? Yeah.
Yes, my friends, and welcome back to hour 2 of the Jon Mahon Show, powered as always by Forever Fucking Loud.
For a fucking loud.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck.
We're on the internet, so we can
Sorry, Mum.
swear as
Sorry,
much
John's
as we
mum.
want. So, let's jump back into Download Festival chat, shall we?
Yeah.
Because we are running through must-see bands on this year's lineup. And next up is the Opus stage, the Mark Opus stage.
I'd say Opus. Opus. Opus.
It's definitely Opus.
Potato, tomato.
I'm
Potato, tomato.
I'm just putting the Brummy twins on it. Right, it's the Opus stage.
You call it a bloody... What do you call it? Do you call it balm? Balm, or like a... What do you call a bun? A bap.
A bread roll.
Who are the people that say like...
Bap and Butty. Oh no,
Some-
Butty, to be fair, Butty's very
Yeah.
Brummy. Chip Butty. It's a
Chip
Chip
Butty.
Butty.
But some people in the UK call it like a balm cake or something. I'm like, fuck off. Anyway, on the Thursday. So the Opus stage is the second stage.
Right, so
isn't
it's okay, cool. So it's second stage and main stage on the Thursday. Then let's go.
Yep.
The Bronx. I wish it was mariachi.
Why?
I'm just a sucker.
Don't like the Bronx?
I'm a sucker for a mariachi.
The Bronx are great. Are a
I'm
great
a
band.
sucker for a mariachi band.
Well, to be fair, they usually do double duty when they're around. So maybe they'll be doing the mariachi somewhere else.
Secret setting, is it?
Yeah.
Bring the gimmicks, boys. Bring the
Then-
gimmicks.
100 Reasons, classic UK rock legends.
I'm not all that
Not
well
you.
versed with 100 Reasons.
If you were alive and kicking in the mid noughties, they were a
Which I
big
was.
deal. Yeah, but how old are you in mid noughties? Like 12.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cherry Bombs, never heard of them.
I swear there's a song by Cherry Bombs that I really like. Or maybe I'm thinking of another band. Let me have a look on Spotify. Because if it's who I think it is, they've got a banger. No, it's not. Cancer Bats,
Cancer
however.
Bats,
Oh
great.
my days. Lucifer's Rocking Chair.
Steve, I didn't realize Stevis is a full-time member.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because he sort of joined them whilst he was in Fever. And then I was
that
like
show's going to be something.
Yeah.
else. What time are they on Thursday?
2:45.
2:45. They probably clash with someone like Hot Milk or something then, don't they?
Yeah. This is the Thursday, so no.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. Let's go.
Pussifer, old Maynard, James Keenan and co.
Is that Tool guy?
That's Tool Guy, yeah.
Is it?
One of his other bands that I don't really listen to. Because I'm a big Perfect Circle fan and Tool fan, but I never,
Never pussified.
no.
Ah. Skindred, however,
will always go and see Skindred live if I have the opportunity.
As long as they don't clash with anyone.
Yep. And
Hailstorm, maybe?
yeah. I've already forgotten who's on the fucking other stage on Thursday.
We should have done this all in one go, but fuck it. Let's move on to the Friday on the second stage. This is where I'm intrigued to see how they've laid this out.
The Warning. Never heard of them.
I haven't either.
Are we getting old, John? Or is everyone else the problem?
No, it's everyone else that is.
The kids that are the problem.
Yeah, not as well versed with the Warning.
The thing is that there's a lot of bands I've heard of,
Yeah.
but not heard
Fucking
so far.
Elvana are playing.
Oh, is that the Nirvana? Elvis Nirvana. What time are they playing? It's 2:45. That's a pretty good slot.
On the second stage. Asking Alexandria, however, that's way more us.
Epica is now fronted by the Download Dog, apparently.
He was due a run.
Yeah. Smashing to Pieces. Asking Ali.
Yeah, double A.
The thing is, right, I do like them.
I feel like there's a butt coming.
But have you seen the whole thing with their latest single? When they were like teasing it, they're like, "You wanted heavy, we're back, bringing you heavy." So everyone's like, "Oh shit, they're gonna do some like metal, like old style Asking Alexandria," and really, they just released a hard rock song with one like metal riff in it. So everyone was like, "Oh,
It's not quite what we thought.
yeah." Like we all know you can write fucking heavy songs because you've done it in the past, but this one is not a heavy song.
Yeah. I am yet to listen to it. We should do a reaction to it if we got time.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, if I do have time to make it over to Within Temptation, I would like to see a little bit of Within Temptation, because What Have You Done is one of my favourite rock songs of all time.
Really?
What have you done now?
Of all time.
Waiting for someone like you. What a tune.
See, I haven't been tempted by Within Temptation.
It would only be if they played that song towards the tail end of
Yeah.
the set. And
I'm trying to think if I know any. I'm obviously aware of them as a band, but I cannot think of any song names.
They got that, Supernova, Sinead, which Scooter has done an amazing remix of.
What a fucking weird.
Bro, have you not heard that before?
Nah.
I'm going to risk getting demonetized right now just for this, right? YouTube, Scooter, Sinead remix, because you're about to have your mind fucking blown. Sinead. It's S-I-N. It's like the Irish spelling. Sin Ed. A-E-A-D. Yeah, Sinead. Are you ready for this? The Scooter ad-lib at the start is fucking wonderful. Is there an official video as well? Oh, bang that.
It's the official video. I think someone might have just made this though.
Are you ready?
Oh, it's like our intro.
They actually nicked it off us.
Oh, should I nick this one? Scooter saying 10.
Can we actually? Would we get into trouble for that?
Nah.
Are you ready?
We gonna rock the nation. Introducing Within Temptation.
What the fuck?
Get it on strong on the microphone. We gonna rock you down to the bone. Transforming the tunes, we got the kicks. And now, this is the remix.
Oh! It goes so hard!
I think just put the music video in.
So you're telling me this isn't the official music video?
Mate, if they bring this out, if they bring Scooter out, download.
Imagine. Like the collab to trump all collabs. What a fucking remix though.
Get the circle pits open and Scooters, yeah.
It's like a Scooter impression.
That's what people thought. People didn't know that wasn't on the
I've forgotten what the drop is actually. It doesn't feel like a scooter track though. What a fucking banger. So yeah, I doubt that's going to be in the set list for download, but one can hope. A boy can dream.
You've been waiting for them to book Scooter all your life, haven't you?
I have. And I mean, DJ Fresh slayed it as Slammy, so I mean, download. Why not have a closing set from good
One of
old
the people I was
Scooter?
with on at the weekend, I was like, what was your favourite? Who was your favourite act at Slam Dunk? He was like, DJ Fresh.
I mean, 10 out of 10 answer. 10 out of 10 answer. Right, who else we got on the main? No, it's the second stage one. Evanescence closing out the second stage on the Friday.
Evans Essence.
Evans Essence. Very, very solid selection. So what time are Evanescence on? Let's have a look. Yeah, Amy's coming out with Bring Me. 100%. 100%. I'm calling it right now, my friends. I'm calling it. First song post-encore.
What's the song called?
One day the only butterflies left will be in your chest as you march towards your death.
It's easy for you to say.
Yep. I
So
spent too long memorizing that because I was annoyed at botching it on the radio so many times.
this second stage on the Saturday is fucking killer.
Let's have a look.
I'll tell you that for free.
3 Days Grace. Let's start a riot. A riot.
3 Days Grace were one of my favourite bands as a very young teenager. And it was back in the day where I used to download illegally albums. But it wasn't like now where you can just download a full album. That I've heard. But so I had to I downloaded the tracks individually from like LimeWire. And then I'd burn them onto a CD, and then I'd print out the album artwork, and I'd put them in
your
a
own
CD.
bootlegs.
And one of the albums was the 3 Days Grace album.
That's phenomenal. Ollie's Backyard Records.
But it was at the time where all the files were like different bit rates and different qualities. So some of them were like mastered way higher than the others. So the volume level between songs was all over the place.
That's incredible. I'd come to your CD shop. I reckon you'd have a pretty decent record collection as an old school DJ. You know, the ones who turn up with
The thing
tapes?
is, like, we're the generation where everything got digitized.
Yeah.
So, like, my dad has got so many CDs and records because obviously that was what he grew up with. Or like everything he had was physical. And obviously when we, in our teenage years, that's when digital started to take over. So I did have a lot of CDs to begin with, but I think I just got rid of most of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I first started DJ'd on CDs, and would quite literally burn 2 CDs with the same song selection on them, and there was an hour's worth of music, so I could flip between the desks on each of them.
I think that, like most people do just bring like USBs now, don't they?
USB sticks, yeah, and then there's mugs like me walking around with a massive controller, giving myself back issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So get back into download.
Stray from the fucking path. Oh my God.
We saw them support Beartooth earlier on in the year.
What a band.
Great band. I honestly in my opinion, they should be way bigger than they are. Their last 3 albums have been fucking top notch.
Every rich white kid's got something to say. Shut the fuck up.
And that was pre-Craig as well.
Shout out, Mr.
Static
Reynolds.
Dress, winners of HMA Awards. Also played at
It was
Slam
best UK breakthrough live, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
best
they
breakthrough
won
live.
an award for live. Imagine how good they'll be at download.
People were saying they were amazing at Slam Dunk. Motionless in White was so good as support to Beartooth.
The Motionless in White with me are like skin dread in the fact that I don't really listen to them on record, but I'll see them live because I think they're really good live.
Yeah, man. Like, are they the
one hell of a show, man?
Are they the ones with the song that starts "You're my motherfucker"?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
And they've got a song with a feature from Knock Loose, or Brian from Knock Loose, and the end bit the end breakdown is just, well, in the record, it's Brian just screaming for about a minute. Well, not a minute, just like this big long build up into the breakdown. And I saw, unfortunately, they didn't do it at the show we were at, but on some of the European shows, Caleb came out and did that bit.
Oh, imagine. I suppose at a show like Wembley, though, Caleb does want to save his pipes.
Yeah.
And his first walk out on stage.
Some of those, after Wembley, they did a few more arenas in around Europe.
Huge shows.
Back into DL Saturday, Carcass, Liverpudlians.
Are they? Scousers?
Yeah, I think so.
Carcass? They don't talk like that.
I'm pretty sure I've interviewed them once and they were like,
Scousers.
You're right, pal.
I tell you who's also from Liverpool.
Simple Plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Pierre Bouvier.
All right, it's Pierre. Welcome, Simple Plan.
This is welcome to my life.
Welcome to me life. Just he's like Ben Barlow when he sings. Just sounds American.
Yeah, I'm very excited to try and see Simple Plan.
Superlove are in the chat. Are you in the Zoom, Superlove?
Oh.
Have you got the Zoom link?
We did send you the link. Have you got the link? It's lovely that you're in the chat. Hello. There should be a link.
Superlove, get in the Zoom, love.
You've got Ollie singing for you, which is even more beautiful. We will join link. We will see you very shortly. Well, my friends, now's a good time to pause and tell you that our second guest on today's show is one of the hottest up-and-coming bands that we could hope to talk to at the moment. So hot, in fact, that they have got a brand new album, which is going to be dropping
tomorrow,
about 4 hours' time, as of midnight. Their latest record.
If you're in Australia,
it's
out right now.
It's out right now if you're Australian. But it's called Follow Noise. It is out at midnight. And they've been sent a Google Meet.
Wow.
Not a
wow, John. You had one job. John. Just send a bloody Zoom link.
I definitely did send the right link. I definitely did.
A Google Meet.
Yeah, I don't think I can send a Google Meets link. Right, 1 second.
Whilst John beats his Google Meet, I'm just going to fill some time here. Whilst we sort out these technical issues, anyone a fan of Superlove in the chat? Because I bloody am.
Can you go into Zoom and copy the link for me, bro? Here we go.
Here we go.
Share.
Participants.
Copy invite link.
Right,
Superlove. I'm going to send you the link on Instagram. This is as live gets, my friends. Right, here we go.
Who? So maybe click on it. Wonder if someone sent you like the wrong Google Meet link.
Yeah.
Maybe someone you can join it. It'll be just some like business meeting.
Yeah.
From some executives.
That.
All right, guys.
Superlove. You should have a DM from me with the Zoom link. Let's hope this works. Go check your Instagram account.
Imagine like doing this in the past.
Oh, it would have been an absolute nightmare.
Luckily, technology is so good these days that you can just fucking send someone a link and hopefully they should just come up.
Yeah. I can't believe that. I'm looking at the email and like, yeah, for some reason there isn't a link in the email. I don't know why that's not worked. But yeah, my friends, if you go onto your Instagram messages.
They've got to hit the stage soon, John.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Have you received it?
We got some live.
Oh.
We have some live.
Oh,
we have Jacob.
Right then, my friends. It is an honor to introduce to you the vocalist and bassist for a band who, as mentioned, are going to be dropping a brand new album at midnight this evening called Follow Noise. Joining us live from backstage in Bristol just before they hit the stage, my friends, show some love and appreciation for Jacob from Superlove!
Jacob, can you see us or hear us?
There he is. Oh.
Hello.
We're close.
We can see something. We can see your name. And we saw your face briefly.
Is the audio and video on Zoom? What is going on? I don't know. I've never botched this so badly before.
Here we go.
How are you guys doing?
Yes, we have. We're in.
Go.
We made it. Baby, we made it.
Oh my god.
Dude, apologies about that. Yeah, I've just looked at the email. For some reason, the link to the Zoom wasn't in the email. All the useless information, like the time and shit, that was in there.
John was like, just make one up. Don't worry about it.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I feel like that's partly my fault as well, and that's just crazy. But yeah, good to chat to you.
It's all good. It's all on our head. We are new and learning as we go.
Thanks for coming on. How close are you to stage time right now?
We're going on at about 9:45, so I think
okay, you got
an hour or so.
Holy shit, this is fucking awesome. Talk to us at the moment about what backstage is like for you this evening with a record coming out at midnight.
It's pretty mad because we actually are selling the vinyls for the new album like downstairs, so I feel like there's people there who might just like buy it and just run off home and go and like listen to it 5 hours early. But yeah, it's good. I've just been left alone up here, so it feels rather bleak right now. But how are you guys anyway? You all right?
We are all good, and we're all the better for you joining us as well. Thank you ever so much for asking. And like, what has today been like for you? What time did you wake up? What time did you get to the venue? Like, how manic has it been having show day and album launch all within the same 24 hours?
Honestly, I don't think I want to do it like this again. It's been just crazy. We all got up like quite early, and we all went and got a haircut by our mate Harry, who's like our barber mate. He sorted us out, so we got a nice looking haircut for the evening and the show. But it's been mad. It's been mad. I feel like this is probably the only time I've had to like just sit down. But I like that. It's good, right? I suppose it's a positive thing.
I guess it's good to be back in the swing of things. Tour, album, and I was listening to the singles on the way here. Sun was out. It's a very nice. The songs I've heard so far are very good, like summary tracks. I think you've got like such a good talent in writing those sort of hooks. It was a really nice drive here today.
Oh, I appreciate that so much. That's one thing that you think about when you're like writing these songs is as they start to come together, you're like, how would this go down? Like in the summer, like windows down, driving. Would it work? And I feel like maybe Easier out of all the singles so far, that probably works the best. But yeah, I'm glad. That's so cool to hear. I love it.
Hell yeah. And in terms of the band as well, like you guys seem to be just taking over in terms of popularity. Like there's a lot of big fans of yours already. Like I noticed also, I was looking at your Instagram account earlier, like Ollie Sykes is following you, which is that's a good fan.
The Ollie Sykes.
The Ollie Sykes.
Not the oldie Sykes.
No, the Oliver. Yeah, I mean, like, have you noticed that? Have you had like peers in bands reaching out and giving you like really positive feedback?
Yeah, to be fair, that is like that's quite a big thing, which has only just started happening for us, and which is like the coolest thing ever. Because obviously, who doesn't love Bring Me? And they're like one of our favorite bands. Like, grew up listening to them, and like saw them, like went and saw them up in Birmingham, and I've seen them like loads of times. And so the moment he like just like followed us, we had to like slide in and just let him know that he's a hero and stuff. And he replied as well a couple times. And we had Jordan Fish as well from the band, like messaging us, and we were just like, what the hell is going on? This is just crazy. But I feel like that's like one of the highest compliments is like when it's someone who's like your idol, who's like reaching out, you're like, your mind is just like, what? I can't even comprehend this right now. But well, I think it's good. So
I think a Superlove support on a Bring Me tour would be a really good fit, because you've got the heavies, you've got the heavy riffs, and you've got the sort of poppy electro-y parts, which Bring Me are very much doing at the moment. I think that would
Could you imagine that? That would just be absolutely terrifying. I mean, he did say, like, I won't hold this to you, Ollie, but he did say, like, we'll have to get you on a show or some shows. And we were like,
just message him
all right,
every day.
Yeah.
Do you remember,
Take us on
Ollie, do you
tour.
remember that time when are you gonna ask us?
Yeah, no, you guys are going on tour. What do you reckon?
I mean, we're free. Those entire dates.
It's like, should we just turn up then on tour?
Oh, that's
Are you
insane.
gonna
Can you imagine? You just block us. Like, we just get blocked and then that would be it.
just
Done.
turn up at loading? All right, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing, Jacob. Well, as I said, thank you ever so much for joining us today. And like as we've told people who are watching right now, you are coming to us live backstage from a show. Like, we have been so excited to finally have an artist on who is backstage about to perform at a show. Like, what's the atmosphere like backstage? Whereabouts are you in the dressing room area at the moment? Like, how close are you to stage? Or like,
In John's head, it's like
yeah.
Motley Crue backstage.
Look at this. This is like glamour. I'm on my own.
It's quite nice, quite a decent sized room.
that's just a good bit of space.
Yeah. It's all right. We got a little fridge and we got a kettle. That's all we need, to be fair, like cup of tea or something. But no, I just said, boys, like, I'm like, come on, it's interview time. Leave me be. But no, it's pretty chill. To be fair, we're not a very exciting band. Like, we don't really like. I don't know. I feel like it's all channeled in with like the songs. We're just pretty normal. To be honest, we don't like go overboard with like when we're on tour and stuff. It's just fairly chill. But hey, that's how we like it. So yeah, it's just chilled.
Hummus on the rider though, yeah?
Oh, mate, hummus in the fridge right now. I just had some. Like, it's insane. It's got to be done, right?
Oh, well, let's talk about everything that is going to be happening after midnight hits. The lead up to this point for a band is arduous, it's stressful, it's a very long process putting together a full-length album, but after what I imagine is months, if not years worth of work, Follow Noise will be out in just shy of 4 or 5 hours time. Like, where did this whole journey begin? Where was the birthplace of this record?
You know, it actually like started like this time, I'd say last year, like start of summer last year. We did an album last year in April, it came out, and then we were like pretty on it with like writing the next bunch of stuff, because we were playing some shows around that time and we were like learning from our first album what the crowd like reacts to the strongest, and we were like, well, we've just got to get back in and start writing some stuff that sounds like this, because this just seems to be the way for us. And it was songs like on the first album like Save Yourselves and a song called Wanna Love You as well, which were like combining those like big bouncy riffs and sing along like choruses, which we were like, I think this needs to be our sound. So it started last summer. And then, you know what, we booked the studio time and we were away for like 3 weeks, but we didn't finish writing before we went away. We decided, let's make this more fun for ourselves and try and see what we can do when we're away. And I feel like that was the best option for us, because a lot of on our first album, everything was done, like literally every single hook, melody, like lyric. So all it was like retracking a lot of stuff, which is fun. Like, it can be fun in its own way, but I feel like for us, it was just nice to go in with hardly anything done and just see what happens. And it was really cool. You know,
I guess sometimes it's nice to maybe get another opinion or just hear it through, like as you're recording it, and be like, oh, maybe we could go this way for this part, and not be like set in your ways with like a structure or anything.
Absolutely. Yeah. The reactions, like, it's more like raw. It's like, like the initial reaction like can get you a bit more excited for what you're doing. And it was cool because it was literally like a song a day. We were like spend the night before after we'd finished recording thinking what we're going to do tomorrow, and I'd like play a little bit of a demo, and then the guys would be like, yeah, let's do that tomorrow. And then vice versa with Jon in the band as well. He'd have a little idea of something, and it would be like we'd all be on the same page, like, yeah, we'll do that tomorrow, and get it all ticked off. And that was really cool way of doing it, to be fair.
So it was you and Jon that's you basically started the band, right? And it was because I think I spoke to you briefly at 2000 Trees last year, and you saying that you were in like other bands growing up and stuff, and then playing a bit more heavier music, and then you came together to form this project. Can you give us like a little brief history?
Nice origin story.
Yeah. Nice origin. Yeah, like I was bitten by a spider. So
Called Superlove.
John started the idea for the band, and he was in like heavier stuff. And I think he went to see bands like Shikari and LTA, and was like, this for me combines what I love about heavy music and what I love about like pop music as well, with like the catchy choruses they do and stuff like that. And that's like my bag in the band, is like catchy choruses, like vocal melodies, and like little production, like little tips and tricks and stuff. So it was really cool. We met through a mutual friend, and then we just like hit it off straight away, best mates, and we just like would write every other week and stuff, and just found it so easy to work together. And then last year Tom joined the band officially as well, which was really cool to get like solidified drummer, because it's hard when you're a duo. It's like you start to feel a bit like you're a production songwriting duo for this thing. You don't feel like a band really, in a weird way. So now we feel like a band, and it's like, oh, thank God for that, because that is everything we love about making music, is just being mates and like messing around and having a laugh and stuff. You know, that's most important for us. So yeah, that's a brief.
I've always felt that with
history.
like some bands that have two, it's like the two main members, and then they have like another band who's always there, but they're not officially in the band. Like, I feel a bit bad for them. Just being left out all the time.
Yeah, it's like that other guitarist from Green Day.
Yeah.
Like Green Day's definitely a four-piece band, but he just gets nothing. Like no press shots, no, like occasionally gets like a little podium when they play live.
Imagine he gets paid. Imagine he gets paid well.
Yeah, oh my God.
Well,
incredible.
Well, that's an amazing origin story that has led us to this point. And I mean, I'm interested to find out like what you guys are going to be doing on stage this evening with an album coming out tonight. Like, is it the case that you've loaded up the set with a couple of songs that are maybe album tracks that people are going to hear as of tomorrow but won't actually be able to hear now? Or is it your standard set list plus the singles, or are you actually going to give people like a little early taste tonight?
You know, that's a great question, because that was something we were like thinking about quite a lot. On what do we do? Do we play something off the album that's unheard? And I think we decided against it, because we were like, this is like so soon after the album. I mean, it's not even soon after, is it? It's not even out. What am I on about? But yeah, I think we were like, let's just stick to like the singles and like some stuff off the first album, because we haven't really played these towns and cities since the album came out. So it's nice to sort of have a bit of both, like, you know, the last album and some deluxe songs as well. So yeah, we're just playing the singles tonight, but we were tempted to chuck something in, but I thought, what if it doesn't go down so well? And people, I mean, you want people to be singing along, right? And jumping along. And if they don't know it, they're like, yeah, it's cool. Maybe we could like sneak out a vinyl and they can go hear it.
Have you got your record player with you?
Yeah.
I've got my portable.
Well,
that was amazing.
I mean, speaking of Bring Me the Horizon, like we mentioned a couple of times on the show that Ollie and myself were in Malta when Bring Me debuted Strangers for the first time, and like the way they worked it that evening, Ollie just got on the mic and was like, right, do you want to hear a new song? And basically just taught them the chorus. So for future reference, if it was something that the band are debating about and you ever do find yourself in this position again,
that's a great shout.
Just teach them the chorus.
As long as it's like a simpler chorus.
Yeah. It can't be like a Bohemian Rhapsody chorus, but like
it's got to be one of the simple ones. Yeah. Oh, that's a sick idea. You know what? Actually, funny enough, like Limp Bizkit, I think before Dad Vibes came out, they just played it down the PA.
Yeah,
song,
I remember that.
The mixed song, they didn't even like play it live.
Sick.
Play it on the PA. That's so cool. I just think so badass.
Fred Durst just orcs
it. It was at the end of that Lollapalooza set. Which it was the first time he debuted as like Daddy Durst.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The Papa Durst gimmick.
And at the end of the set, he was like, "See you later," and they just played that song.
That's so. Imagine being that cool. Like you could just do that. Like.
Oh yeah, like there's a reason why Daddy Durst is taking over the internet by storm at the moment.
Is there any new songs off the new record that you can't wait for people to hear? Is there any like?
Oh yeah,
personal favorites.
Like. There's a song called Overdrive, which we've actually done a video for, which is coming out tomorrow, which is like going to be our focus single for the album. And it's like, it's just because with Easier, we sort of like lent away from the riffy type thing for like one song, just to say like, this is also around, you know? Yeah. So we're hitting straight back with like massive riff tomorrow morning, like Overdrive, which I just can't wait for people to hear that one. Yeah.
Did you get much pushback from the lack of riffs in Easier? Because usually when bands who are synonymous with a certain sound, the gatekeepers that make themselves known because they know your music better than you do, in case you weren't aware. Like, was there many people at this point in your career saying, "Oi, why have you fucking not given me a riff on this one?"
You know what? We were actually like slightly worried about that when doing this album, because I feel like on the first album it was so kind of all over the place, and that was the like what we wanted to do anyway. But it felt like, let's not mess people around so much this time. But the thing is, we were like, well, how do we sneak in like the sludgy low guitars? And I feel like we managed to do it like stealthy enough so that it sort of has gone unnoticed. So the people who really like pop stuff are like, oh, it's a great pop song, I love this and that. But the people who like the heavier stuff can hear those like sludgy guitars and they're like, yes, yes. And plus we made the tempo like proper jumpy as well. So like, you know, it's still, you can move to it a bit as well. That's, you know, important.
But I was thinking earlier, your music is very much like how a lot of people's music tastes are nowadays. I feel like a lot of people aren't just, oh, I'm a metal kid or I'm a pop punk kid or whatever. People listen to everything now, and I think the mix of heavy and light is just something that a lot of people just are into now. It's not, I think when I was growing up, there's so much identity of like genres, but I think it's not so much the case anymore. And I think your music like reflects that really nicely.
Oh, that's a massive compliment, to be fair, because like, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Especially when I was growing up, I was like proper into like pop punk. That was my thing, and Jon was into metal. But I feel like when we started the band, like one thing that we wanted to do is we started like experimenting a bit more. Was like, well, let's write songs that we'd love our favorite bands to sort of do, or we'd like to exist. So instead of us like that's our like attitude to when we like write some more of the experimental stuff. It's like, let's wish this into the world that, yeah, like you said, combines like the heavier side with the pop side, because everyone loves like a poppy, catchy melody. Like, you can't deny that. And sometimes a riff, like, so, you know, even if you're not into your like heavy music, people go, yeah, fair enough. So it was just like that, really. Just came together pretty straightforward.
I do like how to demonstrate that you pulled out the synonymous upside down grin, which goes alongside like a...
Yeah, the highest form of compliment.
Yeah, the metalhead sign of a good riff is just that facial expression.
And a lot of your riffs are very like, do you use like detune pedals and stuff? Because some of them, sometimes they come in and it's just like, brrr. It's like,
yeah. Oh, that's cool. You pick up on that. Yeah, a lot of it's done like, to be fair, like on a 8 or 9 string.
Oh, is it?
That Jon has. Yeah, like he's proper into all that. And there is like, we used to use a baritone as well, and then like we also like, what we do is like we add in like synth bass as well as the real bass.
Yeah, that's
even
a big
like
trick,
lower, just to like sludging it up. So yeah, that's cool. You pick that out. That's sick. Love that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of bands like underneath the bass, they'll do like a sort of really dirty like sub bass, crunched up sub bass underneath, just to add that extra. There's the extra balls.
Just the girth.
I love any influence from dance music that bands like take and put onto their kinds of sounds, because like I've been saying it for years, man. Like the relationship between rock music and dance music is like that. It's like they're so close to each other in terms of sounds. I mean, you look at, you know, producers like Excision and Phase One who have been making some of the gnarliest dance music over the last couple of years, and it's like that's just metal.
Also, like Pendulum when they play live are pretty much a rock band with electric elements.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Well, speaking of influences as well, one thing I wanted to ask you, I hate doing the where'd you get your band name from question, but with you listing off LTA and Shikari as some of your influences, is it from Broco, Superlove?
Yes, it is. Well, actually, it's two things. So Jon is like a huge Charlie XCX fan, and when we met, we both like really bonded over Charlie XCX and Don Broco, and they both have a song called Superlove. I mean, it lent more towards the Don Broco side, like that album and stuff. I just thought that's such a sick band name, and like, so we're having that. But yeah, it's like a bit of both, really. Like Charlie, yeah, she's got one of her first songs called like Superlove, and that was quite cool to combine like what we were going to do with like her poppy sort of side, you know, hyper pop type thing, and then a bit of the rock goodness as well. So
that's amazing. I love that. Have you had a chance to meet Mr. Damiani or any of the Broco boys yet?
You know what? I haven't, but the guy who mixed our album, Tom Corey, has like partied with them. like backstage after their Royal Albert Hall thing because he was with like Romesh, a producer.
Yeah.
So
Sick.
he met them before us, and we were like, damn, that's sad. One day.
I can imagine it's gonna be a beautiful meet when you boys finally get to
Again,
it.
I think you'd be a great fit on
Yeah.
a Broco tour.
Yeah, you'd be a
Well,
great
I
shout for
think
support.
Do you think people would be like, these
Superlove.
guys that just ripped these guys up? Perhaps they'll come up to us and be like, you.
Yeah.
But then there's like the story so far. Their band name's from a Newfound Glory song, so I'm like, they probably toured together, I imagine.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Very true.
100%. Like there's a long chain, especially in the pop punk scene, of bands taking their names from
Yeah.
lyrics or song titles from other bands, and then like emulating the things that influenced their sonical output, like through their music as well. And I don't think it, like, knowing the Broco boys, it's something they are 100% going to be flattered by, and I look forward to you finally getting to have that conversation with them one day. But
Can you imagine?
But let's talk about the rest of your year. Obviously, album drops at midnight. I know you've got a tour. It's either happening this year. Is it this year? The tour happening?
It's happening right now, John.
No, as in there's more tour. There's more,
More
tour.
tour.
There's more,
Oh, yeah,
there's more tour
yeah.
later on in the year.
Yeah,
Say.
there's a few things in the works, but I can't remember what was confirmed on it now. We're only away at the moment. Like, yeah, tonight's the first night, and then we're finishing up like next Wednesday. So it's only like a short thing, but yeah, to get back out there after the album's like settled is the plan. Bring me the horizon. Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
When are you? You're on Birmingham this tour, aren't you? When's that?
Yeah, next week, next Monday, I believe.
Ooh, should we try and get along, John?
If I wasn't
if you
DJing
wanna-
in Portsmouth, I would.
Oh,
100%
John,
be
what
there.
an excuse.
Yeah.
Hey, if plans change, let us know. We'll get you on the old list. But yeah,
That's
no
very-
stress.
That's very, very cool.
I'll definitely try and get down.
Hell yeah. Do you know? Can you remember off the top of your head what venue it is in Birmingham?
Sunflower Lounge.
Something like great venue.
Bang in
Never
town
been.
as well.
Never
Great,
been.
great
Could be
venue.
good.
Yeah, it's a proper sweaty one in there though. Like
Sick.
dress accordingly. I see you've got like quite a thick shirt on at the moment. Ditch that. Like you won't need that. Like at Sunflower Lounge.
Go
like,
skins.
Just sleeves off. Just rip these off.
Take a leaf
Oh,
of John's page.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't wear sleeves anymore.
Oh yeah, shit. Sleeveless. Yeah, it's unreal.
just
Mate,
get
we'll
just
show
get
the
rid of
arms
it.
like that.
If I had arms like that, these sleeves would be right off. But
Yeah, right. Same.
I also suffer because I'm a very hairy man as well. So like I just need as much ventilation as I can get from all angles. Otherwise, I just start evaporating on places. But Jacob, thank you ever so much for your time today, my friend. But before we do get out of here, one thing that I wanted to ask you is, with this record coming out at midnight, if you could pass a message on to the Superlove fans that have either been with you since day dot, or the Superlove fans that are maybe just joining and finding you on this journey, like what message you like to say to them?
I think, guys, it's going to be a roller coaster with our band. Like, it's, that's something that goes without saying. But this album, we've definitely focused in more of a sound, which seemed to have like reacted really well off the first album. So yeah. Expect a little bit of a roller coaster, but it's like one of those from like Legoland for like under 12s or something like that. It's not going to be something crazy. So
it's not Oblivion.
We do take left turns, but it's not as exaggerated as the first album. So yeah, there we are. Roller coaster reference.
What a message. Jacob, thank you ever so much for your time, my friend. And once again, my friends, the brand new Superlove album, Follow Noise, comes out at midnight. Make sure you stream it as soon as possible. But Jacob, we won't take up any more of your time, my friend, because you got to get on the stage this evening.
I gotta go, boys.
Okay, rock out.
Thanks for having me. No, honestly, thank you so much for the support, and thanks for having me. It's been sick. I'm sorry it took so long to get here.
It's all us. It's all us, my friend. You don't need to apologize for anything.
Have a good evening, boys.
Hell yeah,
Cheers,
Jacob.
Eddie.
Take up, my friend. One time, my friend.
Love you,
Jacob
bye.
from Superlove. Yow!
that was good, wasn't it?
Hell yeah.
Finally once we got him on after the stress of the Zoom.
Oh God,
Zoom debacle.
My internal organs fell out of my arsehole when that happened.
You left me, of all people, to try and fucking kill time, and I was like,
Ollie's worst nightmare is to be put on the spot.
and I was like, so what's going on, guys? I was thinking maybe we can just, after that interview,
get some Superlove on.
get some love for the Superlove.
I love that
Play
idea.
this one because it's a combination of the riffs and the pop, which he was talking about.
The best of both worlds.
Let's transition it. Chunky.
And it. I love the juxtaposition in this band, man.
See what I mean about summer music?
Yeah. I can see exactly why Ollie is a fan of this band, especially with how Lost sounds.
Yeah.
What a hook. What a band, my friends. As we mentioned, the brand new Superlove record is out at midnight. It's called Follow Noise. And you've got to make sure you stream this, because this is ridiculous.
It's yeah. I think I'm going to play this album a lot.
Hell yeah. Get ready to fall super in love with this band.
Yes, boy.
Oh, what a perfect ending as well with the thumbs up. Oh, file that into things you love to see. Right then, my friends, before we get out of here, we're just going to run through a couple last bands on Download Festival. We'll finish out this chat and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Hell yeah.
So let's move on to
Where were we?
Sunday.
We were making fun that Superlove were from Liverpool,
We were
which was
indeed.
a hilarious joke.
Yeah.
I was doing my pretty good Scouse
You got a
accent.
decent Scouse impression.
I did grow up near Liverpool, though, so
Did you?
that's where I've heard it many a time.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
From Liverpool, Stevie Farr, Gerard.
that was a great Scouse impression.
I can do it. I can do it when I get very high.
You start going Irish then.
I lost it. Placebo.
Oh, they were terrible when they supported My Chemical Romance.
Were they?
Yeah. And do you know what? I'm going to go
Was
out-
it bad because the crowd weren't into it, or was it bad because they were just bad?
They refused to play any of the big hits.
Special K?
Like, no,
No.
like none of that. No Pure
That's-
Morning.
I mean, when you're a support band,
just play your fucking hits, man.
yeah,
Like,
no one's there to see you play songs that people have never heard.
yeah. It sounds like a very elitist thing to say, but like I've been to enough gigs and seen enough support bands to know that if you're gonna be like, oh, we're not playing the big hits, if you want to see those, come see us live on tour. People aren't gonna come and see you on tour.
No, especially for a crowd that big as well.
Yeah.
Give them the best of.
Yeah, Bitter End. That wasn't
Sell
even on there.
somebody much.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Amity Affliction opening up the second stage.
I mean they're on at 2 o'clock.
That
I mean
can't-
maybe actually it'd be Sim
Yeah,
will
it'd
be
Sim.
opening.
Yeah. These stage times aren't in order, are
No.
they? Palais Royale. How do you feel about Palais Royale?
A Play Royale with cheese. Not my bag,
Yeah.
but I'm like fair. Good enough, man. I don't like a lot of stuff, but I'm not going to slag it off because people like it.
Yeah. No, I am very much.
I met the guys at
Fence.
Slam Dunk a few years ago, and they were very nice actually.
That's good.
They're all brothers.
Are they?
Did you know? Yeah.
All three of them?
Yeah.
They share
All
the
three
same
of-
seed.
Yeah, but as rock stars they are, I don't know if it has it on here. Do you know what their names are?
Is it like Derek,
No.
Greg, and Jim?
I don't know if these are their birth names, but they're all brothers.
Oh, yeah, no, it's Remington.
Remington Leaf.
Emerson.
Emerson Barrett.
And
Sebastian Danzig.
Mother!
But they are all brothers. Because when I remember they were talking about mum and dad. He was like, no, shut up.
Why have none of them got the same last name then?
Because they're goddamn rock stars. I don't know who Jenny V is. She's a new member.
No idea.
Anyway, back to DL Load.
Loundoed.
Dinosaur Pilot, one of my favourite bands.
I'm always on the back foot.
Their such a good festival band. They played at Trees last year, and when they played, also when they played, I was with my good friend, our good friend Smiley Dave, and there was loads of people in those big dinosaur inflatable costumes.
No.
And we were watching them play, and Dave was like, "Why is there so many dinosaurs watching them?" I was like, Dave.
Bless you.
But yeah, loads of people dressed up for that, but they were such a sick band, and they're one of the bands that like they'll come on and your mood is instantly like
Catastrophically high.
Yeah, great festival band. Avatar, bringing the circus vibes.
Yeah.
And then Blind Channel. I don't know if you've heard of them.
They ring a bell.
Yeah, the set times are all over the place.
So they're on at 12:55.
Is it in?
Oh, it's in alphabet.
No, it's not even in alphabetical order because Avatar are there.
What is going on?
Sort it out down there.
Yeah.
Because this makes it seem... Obviously, Ghosts are headlining. And I imagine Bad Religion, but Blind Channel are all the way at the bottom.
What time are Ghost on?
8 o'clock.
So that clashes with Architects. No, wait. What day are we on? Sunday.
Parkway? Yeah.
No!
You like a bit of Ghost, don't you?
I fucking love a bit of Ghost. Ain't no way I'm missing Parkway Drive, though.
Or was it Beach Boys?
Yeah.
Rock.
Beach
Boys
with corpse paint. Oh, damn it. It looks like I'm not going to see Ghost that weekend. What other stages have we got? Avalanche Stage. Is it still called the Avalanche Stage? It's still called the Avalanche Stage.
And the Dogtooth.
Let's have a look at the Avalanche.
They'll do it quickly because we can't go crazy. Tigress.
Oh, wait, that stage is open on the Thursday then.
Oh, no, yeah. So I think it'll just be this one and the other two, I reckon. Because...
Fair.
Oh, no, I don't know, actually.
Yeah. Tigress, yes. Fearless Vampire Killers, yes. State Champs headline.
Yeah, because on the Thursday, there's like 5 bands on each stage.
Yeah.
Decent lineup, that.
Yeah. That's a really good stage. Friday, looking healthy as well. Double V.
I was like, who's VV? But obviously,
Mr. Valor. As December falls, they picked up a heavy musical award.
Yeah, they did. Crawlers, good band.
Good band.
Emo Pappy, good band. Pup, great band.
You love a bit of Pup.
Great Canadian band.
And then...
Oh, the Blackout. What song are they playing? It's a decent slot.
What day is that? Friday?
That's the Blackout's return.
Yeah.
To the live arena. After probably like 10 years off or something.
Are they headlining that stage?
No, they're playing at 5.
Vil Valor be headlining them, wouldn't he? Yeah. Who else we got over the weekend? Moving on to Saturday.
Ooh,
Coheed and Cambria. Forgot they were playing.
Black Gold.
Bob Villain. Bro, this stage is so healthy.
Casey, Death Havana.
Capici.
Ooh.
Do love the Kid Capici boys. Nothing Nowhere. Oh, I forgot Nothing Nowhere was playing. I'm glad I saw Nothing Nowhere on tour earlier on this year, because if I do miss Nothing Nowhere at Downhead, I won't be heartbroken about it, but I'm glad I saw him earlier in the year. Electric Callboy are on the Avalanche stage.
Surprising.
They've got to be headlining it then, surely.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8:25, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, yeah, bro, Electric Callboy in a tent, actually.
Yeah, because I remember a few years ago, Shikari headlined that tent.
Yeah.
And
that was fire, literally and metaphorically. Yeah. Crossface.
Crash Face.
Oh.
A lot of young...
Set It Off are playing.
Players. Yeah. I love the Set It Off, guys.
Oh, same. Shout out Cody. Is it Cody Carson?
Yeah, get on the Forever Loud YouTube page and watch the game show I made with them last year at Slam Dunk.
Great viewing.
Modson. Ex Avril Lavigne. Fiance.
He's probably not going to play Flames, is he?
No.
Yeah.
Feel bad for him now.
Yeah. He was really in love as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Taylor Acorn.
I'm not familiar.
Me either.
But
maybe that seed
will blossom into a beautiful performance. Hey, let's go. Right then, my friends. Those are our must-see bands.
Do you want to cover anything on this show, or should we save it for... we're not back. Are we here on Monday?
No, because I'm DJing in Portsmouth.
Oh, my God. John.
Yeah. So
this Monday?
This Monday, yeah.
I thought you were DJing after Download.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we ain't got a show next week, have we?
Yeah. So we're back.
This is the first I've heard of this.
This is a
Because John told me he was DJing in Portsmouth on the Monday after Download.
Did I?
Yeah.
I've got my dates mixed up. But before we get out of here, my friends, we do actually need to announce a winner for the Punk House giveaway. That's something that I did prepare for.
You did?
I did, yeah.
How we
Sandra, congratulations. You are the winner of £200 worth of Punk House vouchers, my friend. I will drop you a message and grab your details, but congratulations. Hopefully on the other side of Download, my
Big
friends
up
will...
Sandra with your amazing looking house.
Yeah.
It's going to be anyway.
It's going to look beautiful. But then we'll work on more giveaways on the other side of Download because I've missed doing them. But yeah, my friends, as we said, we're not going to be here on Monday or Thursday next week because I'm DJing and then we've got Download on the Thursday.
Yeah, so I think the next time we'll be back will be... Can I do the maths in my head quickly?
Thursday after Download.
Thursday the 15th of June.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, right. But you will hear from us before then because much like the Slam Dunk special was the stand-in show for us not doing Monday,
Your boy's got to edit some shit.
You'll get a Download special as well. Also, can we just give one of those to Ollie, by the way, for that phenomenal edit that he did on our Slam Dunk coverage. If you haven't watched that video, please check out my
Edit wasn't the best, but I did do it very hungover, so that's the most
Bro, the edit was
impressive.
fire.
That's
What
the
are you
most
talking about?
impressive part. Because I had to rush through it because I was like, I need to get it out.
It's still better than anything I'd have churned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was very hungover that day.
Yeah, you were. Ollie is a closeted party animal. You wouldn't believe it looking at him. He looks so innocent.
Closeted.
And like cuddly. Like
This face holds the scars of many a night out.
Many a night out. Speaking of Max Such as well, actually.
It's haggard as fuck.
But my friends, we will see you back live on the 15th of June. In the meantime, keep your eyes and ears peeled on this page for our Download Festival special.
Yes, indeed.
But all that's left for me to say, my friends, is my name's Jon Mahon. Peace and love. Stay alive.
And I'm Ollie Rout. Go fudge yourself.
Aww.
For if there's any kids listening.
Now's when you start caring.